Hello! Hello, hello, hello. Hashtag honk for whips. Yes! I think that now needs to be a thing on this channel. Hashtag honk for whips. Oh, it's good to see you all here. It's good to be back. Sorry there was no stream yesterday. My sleep pattern has been so effed up the past couple of days that I've literally spent from 6 PM yesterday till like 9 this morning asleep. And then crashed again at about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Marvellous. Absolutely marvellous. I love that for me. How's everyone else doing out there? So, what would have been Whip Wednesday yesterday is now being moved to today. So if you have any whips, please get them into my Discord, show them off, and we'll load them up on stream for everyone to see. Happy Thursday to you too, Mr. Fish. Why indeed.
Playing from desktop JS4B52.
Okay, I have no idea what that was or what that was all about. Gee, well done, Alexa. I look forward to going back over to the VOD just to see what the heck that was all about. Be about 20 minutes just curing a titan now. Okay. Hashtag totally safe for work. Right. We have... the Discord open in the other window. So I'll be able to see when stuff gets posted and we'll be able to show that off. And it's going to be good. Damn keyboard's trying to predict my usual chat. That's totally the reason. Yes. Not sus in the slightest. No, it's all good. Right, I don't have too much to announce, to be brutally honest with you. Simple as that. So we're just going to get on into it. One thing I do want to do before I crack on with any of my own painting is I've got this little guy here to fix. The Charmander for the painting classes. Unfortunately, the flame on his tail came off, so I'm just going to quickly sort that out with some super glue, and then we'll crack on with some Death Guard. I think that's going to be the order of tonight's progress. Apologies as well if you start hearing random Spotify adverts in the background. Unfortunately, our Spotify Premium has lapsed. So we might occasionally end up being interrupted by like 30 seconds worth of Spotify ads from time to time. So far it hasn't happened. Like, there was some right at the very beginning before I went live. Hi TCN Oblivious, how are you doing? I hope all is well. Yeah, I think that super glue's dead, so... Apparently you're logged in as Ben. Oh, hi Vicky! Hi, how have you been? That's quite a surprise to say the least. Ooh. Good job I didn't try to unscrew that cap. Would have ended up with super glue everywhere. That wouldn't have been fun. But yeah, long time no see. I hope you've been well. There we go. Good as new. Currently painting contorted epitomes. I thought I would ever watch the stream to give me inspiration. Ooh, go for it. Sadly, we're not painting anything Slaneshi focused today, but yeah, you're more than welcome to. Always happy to have you around. And one of these days, and I know I keep saying this every time I chat to you, but I do actually mean it. One of these days I'm going to be able to have the money to come pay you guys a visit, because I do miss the heck out of you all. Right. Tell you what. Just because they're here, and I haven't actually done anything with them at all since last week's stream, even though I said I would. Let's get these Poxwalkers finished. It's literally just their bases to do, so I get that out of the way. And that's at least another 6 models. Nice and done. Finish 1k Slaanesh Chaos Demons, and you completed 1k Emperor's Children army. Oh, sweet. I've got my own Emperor's Children to work on at some point. Definitely. I thought those were magnetized for 1 second. Right. I'll tell you what, just to make my life a little bit easier for myself, I may as well get those last 2 on these base toppers here as well. There's my tape, there it is. Ooh, I got something quite cool to show you actually. Let's get that one. Oh my word. So, speaking of Emperor's Children, let's just move those out of the way. I've been a little bit busy with stuff. So, just because I had a whole Forge World section at Warhammer Fest, I just had to get a hold of some of the Emperor's Children stuff there for use in 40k. Actually. So, I did a little cheeky bit of shopping there. Got myself the whole box of the big fancy Phoenix Terminators, which are quite nice. Need to glue Fulgur and me and Superglue don't mix. I know the feeling. Also picked up Lucius the Eternal, his 30k Heresy version, which I was originally going to use in 40k until we got a 3D printer. Which, safe to say, has kind of changed the game somewhat. So, did manage to find this really nice 3D print file of current Lucius the Eternal. And yeah, I may be somewhat in love with this. So, I can't wait to get painted up with that. Also, just to stop any kind of arguments about base sizes, if I ever do get to use this in-game. He is on a 25mm base, but I can magnetize him to have a nice little kind of diorama situation going on with that. Did also find these really quite nice, unique noise marine style obliterators, which I absolutely love. I mean, come on. It's like the Space Marine decided, F it, I want to turn myself into a subwoofer. Like, you can't go too wrong with that. And of course, what Empress Children army wouldn't be complete without some demons to go along with, so... Little 3D printed Infernal and Rapturous as well, which is possibly one of my favourite Slaneshi models. So yeah, really looking forward to some of these bits. Hoping to recreate the Manus versus Fulgrim diorama. Oh, do it! Also one here that's probably a little NSFW for Twitch. So sincerely apologise in advance for this. That won't be getting painted on stream. Where did I get the subwoofer, dude? Cults 3D. Literally searched up Empress Children on Cults 3D. And I spotted them. To be honest with you, I was going to try and see if I could scale it up to be a Hellbrute. But I think the proportions would be a bit off. But as obliterators, because it comes with like a second one of these, where the arm's in a slightly different pose, I think actually still works really well. But yeah. So, safe to say I'm going to be busy. But I kind of need to nail down my colour scheme for Empress Children first, before I can really get round to painting them. I've got a couple of just bog standard noise marines that I'm doing a few tests with. And I feel like I've kind of narrowed it down to the paint scheme I want to go for, but there's still every risk I might change my mind. Going Horus Heresy. Nice. See, I was tempted by that. But there is like this really nice piece of artwork for a Slanesh Chaos Marine. Not necessarily Emperor's Children. Where the armor's kind of purple with black trim. And looks all very kind of like fancy and swirly and filigree. And I really quite like that. So I've been doing a few tests to try and sort of get it closer to that. But at least I have a few units that I can use for Horus Heresy if I ever do end up getting around to play that. Though, to be honest with you, I might still paint the big Phoenix Terminators in the Horus Heresy colours. Only because I feel like they're kind of perfect as they are. That's why I don't really want to do much in terms of like changing the way they look. Oh god. I did say this might happen. Do you guys love the 3D printing business? We do. We absolutely do. Don't worry, I get paid again like next week. So this is only for like the next couple of streams I need to worry about dealing with the freemium version of Spotify for. In fact, I can just do that whilst the adverts are running. Right. Grr. Yeah, another advert. Okay, let's get some dark green. Ooh, what I can also do, and what I should also do, quite frankly, is finish prepping my water cups. What can I say? I was excited to go live. Just for those wondering, I'm just putting a little bit of flow improver in my water pots, because I find using a mix of that and water tends to give me the best results when I'm thinning down my paints. Just some fun little tips I picked up from working with traditional art. Any recommendation the Army Paint Wet Pad, by the way? It's been a game changer. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That genuinely means a lot to me. Right, dark green. Thin it down. And I'm just going to get that on all the blank areas around the base. And to find a suitable-ish brush. Yeah, that will do. I'm not going to worry too much if I get any of it out onto the muddy areas, because if anything it just adds to the effect. I mentioned last time, that's the beauty about painting Nurgle stuff, is you don't have to be neat. But yes, I even ended up donating my Army Painter Wet palette to Ember, and she absolutely adores it. I can add a little bit of the green onto the muddy part of the base as well. Again, at this stage, it doesn't especially matter, because it's just all going to add to the effect. We'll just smush it into a few places. Sort of build it up as though it's sort of pooling and bubbling up from underneath the mud. There we are. I don't think I need to add too much more to that particular base. So we'll keep that nice and... we'll just keep that as it is for now. I will probably go back over some of these areas with a second coat. But for now, again, we'll just keep it nice and simple. And again, not really going to matter too much if I get any of it out onto like the feet. It'll just add to the effect of them trudging through toxic sludge and not even thinking twice about it. About to post half the Titan. Awesome! Can't wait! Just as a reminder, this is going to be, or rather tonight is our replacement for Whip Wednesday. So if you have anything that you're working on, anything at all, doesn't even have to be Warhammer related, doesn't even have to be mini painting related if you're doing some traditional art, also just some random craft project, and you want to share it, exclamation point dis in our chat, get you to our Discord, and feel free to just have fun, share what you're working on. We want to see it. There we are, back round to the beginning. Some of these earlier bits should be dry by now. It really won't take much just to touch these up a little bit. Ooh. Didn't realise there was part of the slotted base poking through there. Should be fine still. There we are, just going to paint around there just to stop any of the white poking through the base. Because once I've done this, gotten some shade down and then applied some Nurgle's rot to each of these areas, just to finish off the look. And we'll just be rimming the bases and they'll be done. There we go, right. I can probably get the base on the Blight Hauler up to about that stage pretty soon too, because we're almost done with this as well. In fact, looking at it, there's really only... I just want to do a little bit of highlighting on like the main armor panels. Finish up like these missiles here. And that's really about it. So yeah, we can probably start doing the base on that as well pretty soon. Plus, if I get some mud texture down, I can start working some of that into the treads here as well, which will look really nice. There we are. Right, so I got out some Athonian camo shade. We'll go through quite a bit of this if we're going to be washing all of these bases, including the one for the Blight Hauler. We'll just coat the entire base in this stuff. It's got that nice greenish hue to it, as well as brown, which will work quite nicely just to tie it all in together. It's just a great colour to make toxic sludge look like toxic sludge. And again, it doesn't really matter if it pools and bubbles up around the Poxwalker's feet, because it just adds the effect. What's the biggest Titan you can get, by the way? I think that's a Warlord Titan. Although, I wonder, I feel like there might be one bigger than it. Because there's one that looks like it has this like big cathedral on the back of it. Oh, you've got me curious now. Let's have a look. Oh. Okay, so that would be the Imperator class Titan, Which, yeah, I was right. It's the one that has the what looks like a giant full-on cathedral on the back of it. Yeah, so this thing. Yes, because this was the one they had at the Titan Walk at Warhammer Fest, which was about the size of a toddler. Thing's huge. Actually, no, it was bigger. There was a couple of toddlers there, and it was bigger than them. I don't actually know how much one of these Imperator Titan or Emperor Titan. Might try and scale it up 200%. I don't think you'd be able to in our printers. Like, no, I don't think that's possible. At least I'll be surprised if it is. Like, I don't actually know where you could buy it from. Oh, it's never had an official model, so how on earth have they managed to make one? That's what I'd like to know. Because there are people out there who do have them. I suppose the only thing I can think of is they must have made them themselves. Ha, that's cool. And made literally out of cardboard. Those are actually really cool. 100+ meter high walking cathedral. Oh, that is kind of brilliant. I wish you could find a way to purchase them, but then again, I suppose 3D printing. You want a 3-meter tall one? I mean, I genuinely dread to think. Golden team at entry. I suppose you could probably kit bash one. Like, I am thinking of ways you could probably do that now, and yeah, I don't think it would be impossible. I think it'd probably be a case of getting the Warlord Titan, the biggest one they do on Forge World, which is about $2,000, and then you'd probably have to build the cathedral element out of terrain, I would imagine. Like some of the ruins terrain kits they do, like cobble some of them together and stick them onto the back of it, maybe. Plus those sort of domed gun turrets, I'm pretty sure you can get those just on their own as like terrain bits. At least you used to be able to. So I think it's possible. Just have to hold the pieces together for while we try. Yeah. Like, ooh, does anyone have like a small loan? Maybe I could go to a bank, get a business loan for that. I want to build the biggest Warhammer model that currently doesn't have its own model. Probably seconds, to be honest, using resin and the UV lamp. Well, there is that. Printed a nid tank worth £500 for a tenner. Yeah, that's fair. But that actually weirdly feels a bit more realistic. Didn't they release a scaled down version of it for Adeptus Titanicus? Because I vaguely remember that being a big thing that they announced like last year sometime. Got a wall at STL now. Nice. Oh, I'm back round to the beginning of my little conveyor belt here. Okay, never mind. That's good, I suppose. Right. Which case, get back on with the blight hauler. I kind of get the feeling I'm basically just going to slather most of the pot onto this thing. Where's my texture spreader at? Ah, there it is. Nash!
We're here for the cult stuff.
Oh my god, I've missed you, buddy!
Y-E-E-E-E-E-T.
Oh, okay, that was worth it. 3 years, I know, right? Oh, which, yeah, reminds me, it's my 3-year affiliate anniversary today. Oh well. That's something. I'm still giving thoughts to turning affiliate off, but yeah. Oh, how have you been? I've missed you. Good, good. Busy's good. How's the new job going? Busy and your schedule became a bit later, meaning that with my semi-revamped sleep schedule, I missed a lot of streams. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Your job was great, really enjoying it so far. Oh, definitely, really glad to hear that. Yeah. Sorry about all the faffery with the stream schedules. It's still been a bit of a never-ending battle trying to balance, like, literally everything that's going on in my life at the moment. Plus, you know, basic functions like needing to sleep. Something I've been kind of neglecting myself recently. Kudos for use of the word faffery. Yep. Thank you. What even is a schedule? You tell me, good sir. You tell me. I won't say I've given up all pretenses of trying at this point, but it does sometimes feel like it. Luckily, things are calming down a bit now. Like, a lot of the stuff that was causing issues in my personal life seem to have evened themselves out a bit, which means we've got a lot less to worry about, a lot less to try and juggle around, which means I can actually start sticking to things again, which would be nice. Landed a semi-commission. Nice. What is it? First now also on a D&D campaign, made him a miniature. A friend of his also wants a miniature. And you're being paid for said miniature. Oh, that's brilliant stuff. Oh, really glad to hear it. There's a warlock. Mentioned self isn't 100% certain yet, but the backstory's funny. So warlock that's made a deal with the weed devil. Oh god. Oh wow. Oh, that is kind of amazing. Brother is his dealer, who went after him as his main buyer left to travel the world. That's certainly a backstory. Holy heck. Just going to move some of this texture paste about a bit. just to create some slightly more interesting textures in it. Just a very crude attempt doing tyre tracks in the mud there. Not quite sure it's worked. Maybe ordered some stuff off Etsy, including a dragon that'll be bigger than an Imperial Knight. Nice! Oh, wow. It's more to the backstory, don't worry, that's the reason why my brother is with the group. I mean, does there really need to be more to that backstory? I think that sounds perfect as is, to be honest with you. And yeah, if you had to come up with a class for a dealer in... If you had to come up with a dealer, a class for a dealer in D&D, Rogue does sound about right. Either that or Druid, let's be honest. But that also kind of feels like reaching for the low-hanging fruit, maybe. Quite literally, considering it grows out of the ground. Damn Brexit, leaving it nearly impossible to support our abroad fans. Yes! The amount of stuff we probably would have just sent you for free, to be honest with you, if it weren't for that. Campaign is in a bit of a pickle at the moment. Oh, right. Oh, yeah. I was wondering why you hadn't mentioned anything about that for a while. Hit a low slow point, but there's some inner party disputes. Ooh, okay. Sorry to hear that. Hope you managed to get them resolved. Yeah, that's never a good thing when that happens. I do wish the best for you. Not forced out of an area and teleport to a whole new area. Here we had a bit of a slow burn in the campaign, but we should be going for one of the main enemies next session. Alright. Right, gonna be a while before all that dries, so... Let's... get a bit of Nurgling green on the tops of those bases, and then we'll work some Nurgles rot into the slimy bits. It'd probably be best if I use my smaller dry brush, maybe? Even smaller one. That'll do. Stuff happened between two people, words are said, first player left, after a week said player returned, with proper apologies in my opinion. Now player 2 is gone. Oh. Oh dear. To be fair, I kind of know the feeling. A couple of D&D games that were around, I want to say, pre-COVID, that kind of collapsed because of COVID, have now well and truly collapsed, all because 3 of the players now no longer get along with each other. And one of those players was the DM of one of those campaigns. So yeah. I suppose in a way it's nice to have confirmation that those games are never going to happen again. It's a huge shame, because at least the one that I was running with the same group, I was hoping to maybe be able to bring back, depending on how things were going, but sometimes stuff can't be helped. Feel kind of bad for the DM as it didn't happen in game but in Fireside. Oh, right. Fair. Oh. Let's actually work down the conveyor belt properly. Well, it's just the fact that both players need to talk and listen to each other more. Oh, that's even worse. Yeah, the amount of problems D&D wise that can be resolved just by said people actually talking to one another would be... It is, yeah. It's more common than you'd like to think. Like, irreconcilable differences aside, like, personal differences aside, as has happened with a lot of the games that I've been in where stuff's gone wrong between the players themselves and the campaigns have imploded because of it. But yeah, otherwise the vast majority of issues that tend to happen could easily be solved by the people involved just sitting down and talking together. Did get to fight a dragon and we won. Nice. Glad to hear it. That's always a nice epic moment. Green Dragon, mix between adult and young stats wise, so we'll say young plus. Makes sense. Definitely sounds like you had a damn good time. Which, let's face it, that's the important thing. I'm hoping to be able to get a session of the game that I run happening pretty soon. So that'll be me happy. Never glued a model together, about halfway through realised that it would have been much easier to paint semi-assembled. To me tonight, these demonettes would be easy to paint before I glued them to the mirror. Oh yeah, I've done that plenty. I've also quite recently had the opposite problem as well, where I've chosen to paint something in sub-assemblies and then only realised after the fact that actually I probably could have gotten away with painting it all as one piece, and now I've just made more work for myself. Lots of touch-ups needed, I think. Yeah. Definitely know that feeling. Not everybody does, Nash. I know, it's surprising, isn't it? Manube, you've only been painting for a year. Well, exactly. Hey, you've done really well for someone who's only really just started. To some level, we're all noobs, definitely. Oh. Thank you for the honk, I guess. Genuinely wasn't expecting that. Still looking for a decent small brush for tiny details. If you can still get a hold of them, I still highly recommend the Broken Toad brushes. Like, I've since recently started migrating to Pro Art Sable brushes. That's literally the name of the company. Oh my god. Random one. Doing a Xeno-style Tyrannodami. Reckon playing a Battle of Nostromo could work. Ooh. I reckon you probably could do something similar-ish with like a boarding actions game. And let's face it, the old school GW game, Space Hulk was effectively meant to be them trying to do Space Marines, like trying to do Alien. Let's be fair. Personally use normal tip brush for tiny details, but I'm an idiot. Smallest brush I use an army painter detail brush. That's absolutely fair. If it works for you, that's all that really matters. I know that it is just a case of trying to find brushes that do work, or that do work with your particular style of painting. Which is totally ripped off Halo 1 card. Yes, absolutely, totally. No, let's ignore that. Both those games came out like 20 years after the very first Space Hulk. And let's also ignore the fact that those games came out like, what, 40 years or more after the first Alien film. Slowly phasing out the army painter though. Ah, right. Yeah, I understand. I did that myself a couple of years back. I don't think I use a single army painter brush anymore, actually, now that I think about it. Hashtag Fox Logic. Yeah, let's go with that, shall we? Love the Amazon brushes we got. They're good brushes. They're definitely good brushes. The beauty about them as well is because they're only cheap. You don't have to worry too much about making sure you take good care of them. If they start to split or anything like that, you can just buy another set. £4 for 9 right now. That's really not too bad. I'm thinking of getting a couple of packs of them for the painting classes, like. There we are, one more to do. One more to do, rims to paint, and then that's 6 Poxwalkers done. Right, I'm back. Kiddos got me, forgot I was lurking. Hey, it's no problem, Mr. Fish. Glad to have you back. Okay. I tell a slight lie. Not quite done yet, but only because I want to get some blood and gore on the weapons, I think. So I should have... There we are. Some Vallejo Game Effects dried blood. I'm going to give this a try. And just on the edges of some of the weapons. I don't think I'll put any on him though. Just makes it look a little bit like. Oh, right. I posted a buttload of pictures, including how much Freya has grown by now. Oh, yeah, because it really has been a while. Oh, I can't wait to see. Cat tax been paid and was highly overdue, so I'll plop in some rent. Nice. Oh, thank you. Can't wait to see. In fact, that to me says that's an excellent reason to go and wander over to the Discord. Oh, okay, that's an interesting little idea. Oh, okay. We kind of go for the idea that they've got like dried blood on their faces from like around their mouths, nose, eyes, and ears. As whatever flavour of Nurgle's rot that they've been infected with has sort of like liquefied their brains. Oh. That's a nice subtle detail, but I like it. Also helps because I think their faces were starting to look a little bit too neat. Also, pool up a little bit of dried blood out of these sort of open wounds and holes around their stomachs and around his back as well. You can probably get a similar-ish effect by mixing some blood for the blood god with like some dark brown or some black. I've heard gives some quite nice results. So you have a noise walker. Suppose that's one way of looking at them, yeah. But, I mean, come on, hemorrhagic fevers are a thing. So it does sort of make a weird kind of sense. Need to do more painting, to be honest. Yes, yes you do. Oh, whilst I'm here. And whilst we have this paint swatch on top of the cap, let's get that all on there. There we go. Lack of wanting to sit down. Oh, lack of time is disturbing. The lack of wanting to sit down and take the time. Yeah, I know that feeling. I've been dealing with that a lot myself. So you have my sympathies completely. Oh wait, stand up. There we go. To be fair, what has also helped has been recognizing when I'm clearly not in the right sort of headspace to be doing this sort of thing. So I definitely sympathize with that. Gotta say the weight loss program's going great. 12 kilos down, 120 to 108. Oh, nice. Well done. That's heckin' impressive. Did have a crash with the bike last Saturday there. Oh, sorry to hear that. I hope you're okay. Completely forgot to do all of the weapons. Ah. Cars are a-holes, had the right of way, didn't get right of way, braked in time but couldn't get my feet unlocked, so yeah, fell on the knee, took most of the damage. Ooh. Ooh, dear. I'm glad you're okay. Sounds scary. Couldn't properly walk for 2 days. Ouch. Ooh. Very sorry to hear that. We'll cycle again on Sunday. You absolute trooper. Oh, madman, I suppose. There's a bit of a fine line between the two. Doing skill great as well. I was going for 90 kilometers and was 60 kilometers in. Oh, wow. Well done. Are you going to try again for that? Gonna use a different brush. Not immediately, we'll try again for sure. We'll do a more normal 50-ish. Oh, wow. I think it just goes to show just how out of practice I am with like cycling and stuff like that. When 50 kilometers sounds normal. Or when 50 kilometers is supposed to be normal. That sounds like a lot. Nah, here's to hoping I might be able to get a bike one day. Would be nice. I miss going on bike rides. Like, none of my living situations of the past couple of years have made it possible though. That's always been my biggest problem. Like, they're just, believe it or not, in this country they're quite hard to store. Most houses just aren't really equipped for it. Unless you get a folding bike, in which case be prepared to pay in the hundreds for them. Goal for the end of the season is 105 kilometers, which is a full lap around the island I live on. Oh, right, nice. That is a damn good goal. Checking the kiddies, like my own account starts in the chat later. No problem, Vicky. Thank you for stopping by. Give them all my love. Tell them I miss them both. Would love a Dutch bike. I feel like with you that means something completely different. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, they miss their auntie so. Oh, like I said, definitely gonna have to try and get the money to come pay you all a visit. Big hearts to them both. I mean, like a Dutch bike with proper brakes and back pedal. Oh, okay, okay. So not the other kind of bike then. Right, glad to know we're on the same page. And go hoping to get a car before the end of the year, so maybe. Oh wow! Oh, congrats to him. I will warn you, fuel is kind of ridiculous at the moment, which is part of the reason why we haven't even been able to do that. Not a proper Dutch bike. Backpedel's not coming here at all. I'm disgusted by that. Oh, wow. I feel like stuff's about to go down in my chat before long. Next part of the Titans queued. Oh, sweet. Oh, yes, we were going to have a little hop into the Discord in a minute, weren't we? Well, tell you what, I'll just quickly finish rimming these models. And feel free to take that out of context. Because, you know, who doesn't love to rim a good model? There's major risk with back pedal bikes. Loose chain, no brakes, not used. But regular brakes are still way more common and way more reliable. Ooh, learn something new every day. Good to know. Gotta admit, not something I myself have ever really looked into, because you don't really get back pedal bikes over here. Nothing better than finishing with a good rimming. I mean, sometimes it's good to start with a good rimming. You know, finishing with rimming, well, that really depends on what you're into, I suppose. There we go. 6 Poxwalkers. I've actually forgotten to take off the points for the Pokemon models that I've been doing at the painting classes as well. So, what's that? 3 models, 6 of these, that's 9 total, minus 9. $32 minus 9, that would be 23. Right. Whilst where's my paint cap gone? I could have sworn I had a cap for this brush somewhere. I don't know where it's gone. I'm sure it'll turn up. Anyway. Right. Let's have a little trip over into the Discord. Blame the cats. The cyclist, yes, I'm part of the elite now, so sophisticated. I mean, is that really elite, or is that just typical Dutch? Normal brakes are extremely reliable and don't force your wheel behind to lock up. Too much of a lockup might flip you at higher speeds. Normal brakes don't have this issue, so they gradually brake you instead of instant. Hmm. Sorry, that just got me thinking a little bit about the last few bikes I've had. I'm pretty sure the brakes were pretty instant on those, so I'm wondering if they had that ability to brake when backpedaling. I don't know. Ooh, stuff and things. Oh, King says he's changed tides, literally going with the moist elves. Ooh. I mean, we could probably still do bases for Ideneth, more than likely. We'd have to have a look at what files we have. Oh, that's cool. Oh, these are both cool. I like them. Like those very much. Are those just models you're planning on getting, Nash? Right, where are we up to in the whips? More progress, experimenting with icicles. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Okay, that's cool. How is it you made those then, Mr. Fish? Those look awesome. I love it. That's like, I love the effect of that. That is seriously cool. Maybe I've likely most definitely ordered them already. Alright, it's good to know. Ah, that's interesting. Heats up broken flight stands, pulled and clipped them with pliers. Oh, that's seriously cool. That I would never have thought to have done something like that. That's brilliant. They look very realistic as well. Well done. I can't wait to see this Loon Shrine when it's finished. It's a good croissant. It really is. Current whip, Tyranid Bio Titan, because why wouldn't you work on something huge? Love it. Can't wait to see that when that's finished as well. Oh, nice. Something Star Wars Legion-y, I'm guessing. I feel like I should know exactly what type of tank that is, but I don't, so... You're very welcome, Mr. Fish. But no, that's good. I kind of feel like... I kind of want to take like a sponge with some mineral spirits there just to take off some of the grime. Just so it's like not all in grime, but that would just be me. I have to put some love and patience into it. It shows. That's such a unique idea that you're going for as well with the icicles. TX-130 Saber class tank. Ah. Looks good. Definitely looks good. And of course, we have the cat tax. Oh, bless her. Oh. She really is a noodle cat. She's getting along. Beautiful markings on her as well. Aww. You can see the chaos she's just waiting to inflict. Looks so innocent in the last picture, but oh boy, was she naughty there. You can tell. She has that look about her as if to say, the heck you gonna do about this? I don't know what she's done, but she has that look about her as if to say, well, aren't you gonna fix this? That most cats have when they've somehow fucked up. Alright, I did share this meme on Instagram earlier today that I've sent it around some of my cat-owning friends, and I feel like you need to answer this, Nash. So, the top 10 best cat breeds. Which one are you? Which one is Freya? Because with us, Oscar is definitely a weird combination between 6, 7, and 8. He's quite a slim, slinky cat for the amount that he scoffs down. But the amount that he scoffs down definitely makes him a 7, Snack Master General. And just in general behaviour, he is absolutely the Royal Trash Goblin. So, which one would Freya be? I kind of get the feeling she's number 8, a Les Slinkus. Eight, 2, and 3. Gutter Angel. Oh, bless. Oh, that's wonderful. She's spawn of chaos, so evil even a beholder bows down to her. Nice. So standard cat then. My ferocious cutie pie. She loves wrestling, which is absolutely amazing. Oh. To be fair, Oscar's revealed himself to be the type that absolutely loves to be pinned to the bed with cuddles. Like he'll start rubbing himself all over your hand, and then he'll start to sort of fold in on himself. So if you just sort of like grab and pin him to the bed, and then just give him like behind the ear and neck scritches, he loves it. Like, he's already purring by this point, so he just starts purring even louder and sounds like an engine about to take off. First game of catch. I run after her, she hides, I walk away and she sneaks up on me and grabs my leg before quickly running away again. Oh, that's so adorable! Oh, she sounds it. Oh, my heart. Yes, you definitely need to try and get that on video. %no nails, little bites though, but only playful. Oh. Oh, bless her. Go sleepers, I need to wake up at 6:30 AM. Can sleep in. Oh, nice. Enjoy. And thank you for stopping by again. Not gonna lie, I have missed you. I was tempted to drop you a message because I was starting to get a bit worried about you. But thanks for confirming that you're okay, at least. Good night. You enjoy yourself. Nope, that's good. That's good to hear, at least. we go. Okay, all that mud is almost dry. There's just this big patch at the back here. But in either case, we can go ahead and finish up the last few bits on it. So I'm going to start rather neat-ish. I'm going to get some pale sand. And we'll use that to highlight up all the cream armour. We'll thin that down just a little bit. And just carefully does it, going around each of these rivets. And just being as careful as I can as I go around the whole thing. And there's a couple down here. Just on that gun arm there. Not on the missile pod from what I can see, which is fine. I'm just going to use the same colour though. Just to colour in. Just to layer up the teeth. Just like that. Yeah, we'll probably use some of the dried blood in and around those areas. Don't have to be too fancy. Hey, Warlord Pete, happy affiliate anniversary. Thank you. It's greatly appreciated. How have you been? I hope you're well. Not too bad, thanks. Just finished work. Oh, glad to hear it. Definitely glad to hear it. Great. So whilst I've still got some of that paint, I'm just going to go into it. I'm just going to dot in on some of these big boils. Just a little amount. Little amount of the pale sand here. Again, just sort of adds that sort of shiny effect that fresh boils and blisters sometimes get. We'll take this sort of weird fleshy horn here and we'll just apply a few little striations, just very thin, sharp lines. Just like so. Just on the end of that thing coming out of its back. Right. We can just go around, not all of the edges of the cream armor, but most of them. Just with the pale sand here. Just trying to get 200 army base and painted by Sunday to beat me with. Alright. Yeah. It's gonna be good fun. I mean, it'll be new for both of us, because neither of us have played any 10th edition. So, if nothing else, it'll be a fun learning experience. Well, that black chitin armor and striking silver on black. Ooh. Yes, and they do look pretty exceptional. 1,000 points of tyrannies for the 8th star and played them. Oh, right. Wasn't aware you used to collect them, to be honest with you. Still not actually sure where the Titan can go. Yeah, that's going to be fun for you to figure out. I'm just going to try and get a little bit of edge highlighting out on just sort of these cracks and splits in the armor where these big funnels have sprung out. I'm going to scale the Titan up 5 by 6 times. Oh, good luck with that. I think we had problems trying to print that on the Saturn at its current scale. That's, yeah. Good luck with that is all I'm going to say. There we are. Really liking how that's coming out so far. And just neaten up the edges of the teeth a little bit before we then hit them with some nice gore. Just gives a reason to buy the Jupiter and the Mercury. Well, I suppose that's one way of looking at it. Yeah, as Pete says, do we really need the reason? I say I'm not opposed to the idea, just so long as you can answer the two questions of how we're going to afford it and where are we going to get, where is it going to go? Get a little bit of tan out. Just because I noticed there's a Santa's due soon. Oh god, don't remind me, please. That's it's bad enough knowing that there's like only so many Fridays left till Christmas. Last I heard there was like 17 or something silly like that. It's like, no, don't want to think about that. This year's gone by too quickly as it is. It's bad enough that we're already halfway through August. Also, Halloween hasn't been yet. So I'll hear no talks of Christmas, thank you very much. I think it might have literally just been those 2 bits. Although there's a few bits around here that we could do with fleshing up a little bit. Yep, I feel pretty good about that now. Oh no, no. Time and date countdown to Christmas, really? Really, did you have to do that? 129 days, 2 hours, 37 minutes, 3 seconds. Nope. Nope. Not acceptable. We'll have less of that, thank you. What's everyone doing for Halloween? I don't know. That depends if my friends who normally have like a big Halloween bash every year decide to have one this year, and if they decide to invite me to it. Like, normally they would, and not, but I don't know. Let's just say I don't know what's happening at the moment with certain bits. Otherwise, I'm probably going to plan my 12-hour charity stream for around about then. That's kind of my plan. What day does Halloween fall on this year, actually? Falls on a Tuesday. So it'd be the weekend before it, 20th, 28th, 20th and 29th. Yeah. I'm sure that's doable. Yes, I'm hoping to plan it, like start the legwork on planning it soon, but I know some of the people who I want to be involved in it are going to be involved in Miniature Frontier and K-Legs' 24-hour charity stream that they're doing at the end of this month, so I'd rather get that out of the way. I'd rather wait till that's done with before I approach some of the people I had in mind. Right. So far, I'm feeling pretty happy with this. I'd say it's almost done. Not quite done, but almost. Last few bits I want to... I'm going to use some of these gem paints that we've got. So I'm going to use some Spirit Stone. I forgot that there's no dropper for that. Yikes. I'm going to use some Spirit Stone Red. Just for the ends of the missiles. There we go. I think those will do quite nicely for a little pop of colour in there. And also means I can maybe get some on here. Oh, although apparently works better on like bronze. So I'm just going to sort that out. I think that makes more sense. Let me get some tin in. Okay, there we go. How's everyone's week been so far? Mine's been pretty damn good actually. Bit on and off with my sleep, but you know that happens sometimes. Can't really be helped. Right, gonna go into some this dried blood here. Just gonna work it in and around this thing's teeths. Yeah, that looks suitably gnarly. I like it. And the way the gemstone paint's pulled away from like the very tips of those missiles gives it a really nice effect too. I'm liking this. I'm very much liking this. Right. Have you just been spraying your... Have you just been priming your Bio Titan by any chance there, Ember? Because all I can smell is spray paint, and that's from like another room away. That's kind of bad. Whoops, indeed. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, that's powerful stuff. Help! There's gnomes singing and dancing. Oh dear. Oh dear. Either that or it's paint fumes. Possibly paint fumes. Oh my god! Wow, screw that. Sorry, I've just noticed because I've got Spotify muted whilst it's trying to play adverts until we get our premium subscription sorted out. The advert it's currently playing for is for our local police force. F everything about that. I want some of what you have. Cheap as chips. Black primer. Call it the Charlie Kelly special. And for those of you who watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, you know exactly what I mean. Would that be Alfred's primer? I think it's cheaper than that, to be honest with you. I feel like she might have got it from the pound shop. Because, you know, only quality solvent abuse for us. £2 a can and get loads out of it. Even better, half the price, twice the infection. Yep. I think it should really go without saying, though. Don't huff paint fumes. If you're priming with a rattle can primer, don't make our mistake. Don't do it indoors. Do it somewhere where you've got adequate ventilation. Here we go. And creates a few pools. Are you okay in there? I feel like I should go check up on her. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna pop you all on a bit of a break, and I will be right back. There we are. If you can tell by the honk, she's fine. She was just setting up a new desk situation next door, and yeah, it's janky as shit, but she's managed. It's just creating a little bit of chaos by doing it. Yeah, it's all good. Hey, this looks dry already. Fantastic. Go over that with a second coat. Need more paint, because apparently it's so warm in here that even my paint has dried out for the most part. My Jankisly chef's kiss. Oh, love it. Chaos and Creation, yeah. Wasn't that the name of an old Netrunner expansion? I feel like that was the name of an Android Netrunner expansion back in the day. God, I miss that game. Best card game ever. Temptation to try and see if someone's selling like the entire collection of the cards of it on eBay or something like that would be pretty high, but I also dread to think how much they'd all be going for now. Also be a bit pointless. I don't think that there'd be anybody I know of who would actually be playing, who would actually want to play it. All it took was a cardboard box for a desk leg. Yes, because that's not janky as shit. Totally not. Oh, that's just a perfect ordinary desk situation. Don't know what you're talking about. This is it with games, you have to find someone else to play. Well, yeah, definitely. Really good inspiration, just like this segue. Oh god, no, no, less of that, please. Right, there we go. Wonder if I can reactivate some of that Warlord purple there, just for the sake of those tubes, etc. Let's give it a go. What have we got to lose? Oh god, yeah, I still can. You know what? Awesome. honestly think I'm pretty happy with that. Don't think I need to do much else to it, to be honest with you. Sweet, okay. Oh, goody, okay. And all that stuff is dry, even if it doesn't entirely look it. So I just gotta wait for all the green bullshit to dry. And then I can dry brush that, and it'll basically be done. Right, next bit. I am just gonna get some pluck foam. I'm gonna get some nice dark brown. Probably some charred brown. Tear a piece off and grab some pliers. Not pliers, tweezers. Wherever they've gone. Where have my tweezers gone? Ah, there they are. I'm just going to sponge it into places. Just all around. Ooh, that's a bit too much. Ah, crap. Where the heck did that go? Oh, there it is. But nope, that's just some fluff. Huh. There we go. We'll just sponge it in random areas, just across the armor panels. Don't want to do too much. Less is more with this. And we'll get a little bit of, I think gunmetal probably be the best way for it. A little bit of gunmetal. We'll take an even smaller corner of this, probably about like that much. We'll dip that into the gunmetal, sponge most of that off onto a paper towel, and just on those same areas, where we've hit it with some of the brown there. Sponge some gunmetal in place. And that sort of gives some of the idea of some of the paint chipping away. Down to the bare metal underneath. There we are. It's a very minor, subtle effect, but it does make a huge difference. Of course, it is Death Guard. You can't exactly be too dirty with Death Guard. It's looking really good, thank you. It's pretty much done, to be honest with you. It's really just the base at this point, which, yeah, I can very quickly finish up. So, just got a random friend request from someone on Discord. We'll have a less of that, please. Great. I think because of the size of the base itself, we'll go for our slightly bigger dry brush. Like a bit more Nurgling green in there. There we go. Really doesn't take much at all, to be honest with you. Right, we'll go to this nice slightly bigger brush here. Back into the Nurgle's Rot. And we'll get that in all the right places. Just build it up nice and thick. And splooge it out onto the base there. Just plop it out. Again, don't have to be neat, don't have to be precise with it. Just mostly keeping it to the areas we've painted green. So again, just give that effect of like a toxic wasteland, where some of the radioactive gunk is literally cracking up and bubbling up from the beneath the surface. Hey, thank you for the raid, Garth. It's greatly appreciated. You actually caught me just as we're about to finish up, to be honest with you. Now, we're pretty much almost done with this. Oh, thank you, Lorna Loft. Happy affiliate anniversary indeed. Thank you. It's much appreciated.
One of us, one of us, one of us.
Thank you for the follow as well.
One of us. One of us.
How are you, Garth? What were you working on? Right. Just got the rim to do. And that's yet another model done. I'm slowly but surely making good progress. Plague Nasties again. Ah, good choice. Good choice indeed. I mean, that's only because I've not baked any cookies for a while. Just something I need to get on with. Hit to raid and run. No, it's all good. I totally understand. You got stuff to get on with. Thank you for stopping by anyway. It's greatly appreciated. Enough Twitch for one day. Yep, I totally understand. You have a good time. You enjoy yourself. If you aren't already following Garth's workshop, definitely get onto that. Very no-nonsense painter, and that's what I like about him. Plus he's one of those many people keeping Old Hammer alive. Which you gotta give him some respect for. Ooh. Just noticed something actually. I think I might get some Nurgle's Rot into those missiles there. I think that was my problem with them last time, is they just look a bit too clean in comparison to everything else. So whilst I'm waiting for that rim to dry before we can give it another coat of it, I think that's pretty much what I'm going to do. No problem, Garth. See you later. Yeah, all that gemstone paint's dry now. So I think we'll be working a little bit of Nurgle's Rot. Make them look like virus bombs where the payload is starting to leak out. And there we are. It's a minor detail, but it does actually make a lot of difference. Also means I can use it to cover up a few mistakes there. There we go. I'm pretty happy with that. Ooh. And because I clearly can't help myself, I've just had another thought. Another thought of one last little thing I can do just to sort of make it step up a little bit. I am a fan of Nurgle's. Nice. Glad to hear it. Big same, in all honesty. I don't often get an excuse to do much Nurgle-y stuff, so it's nice to get back on with working on some, definitely. Get the old Yoo-hoo glue. Yep. I was actually hoping to be finished before the ad break would happen. Just to see if I could try and at least head it off. Sadly, no. Sadly, it wasn't to be. But welcome back either way. Right. There we go. Just a few little strands of the Yoo-hoo glue, like so. That's to make it look like nice dripping saliva. Yes! Oh, I like that. That's come out quite nicely, actually. Just got the Dawnbringers box set. Oh, sweet. I do want to get a hold of it myself. Just for the dude on the back of the horse. The Herald of Nurgle. Right, we'll just finish up that base rim. And then we'll be done for the night. So, apologies for those who came in off the back of Garth's raid. But I am actually going to be finishing up pretty soon. Which was to be expected. I have been going for like almost 3 hours at this point. It looks amazing. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it. I do have more Death Guard to work on, so they will probably make another appearance on the channel at some point. But I think what we'll do is, after this, we'll take a bit of a break from them, and next week for Whip Wednesday, when we actually do it on a Wednesday, we'll bring back the Wheel of Whips and see where it lands. Fair, I have work in the morning, no problem. Thank you very much for stopping by, even if it was only briefly. Ooh, okay. I have to be careful with that. That's that little patch of paint is clearly still wet, and if I keep working on that, it's just gonna tear some of it off. But that's fine. I feel happy with that anyway. Right, with that done, I'll just quickly update my Shame Golf score. Just trying to get last coat of paint on these Orc shields. Nice, I hope it goes well for you. 22, there we go. And we'll do one last dive into the Discord, which doesn't look like anything else has been added, but that's fine. So anything else that we get added into the Discord between now and next Wednesday will be featured on Whip Wednesday. So let's just see where else I can throw you all. Okay, End Troubles Paintings, Soulway Studios TV. There's Mohawk Miniatures. Chi painting. Alright, that's digital art, that's not quite the same thing. I might just chuck you all in trouble instead. There aren't too many people who are live painting this time of a night, which is normally why I tend to do it. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna throw you all at End Trouble. So, whoa. Oh, press the wrong button there. There we go. Raid time, definitely. So a big thank you to everyone who's joined me tonight. big thank you to everyone who's shoved their work into the whips. Huge thank you to Garth for the raid. We do love a bit of Garth around here. And thank you to everyone who stuck around off the back of that. Sorry that you didn't really get to see much, but hey, we've been going for just over 3 hours, so time for us to leave. I'll be back on Saturday for a video game stream. We'll be playing some Phasmophobia with the new update. So a big update dropped today. That's completely reworked how like a lot of the core mechanics of the game function. So we're going to be going through that on stream on Saturday, and I'm quite excited for it. So I'll see you all then, same bat time, same bat channel, and yes, hopefully on a new PC as well. 8 PM BST. Bye!